The Hunter Burton Memorial it was officially founded in 2014 by the Burton family as a way to honor their son Hunter Burton. Tragically, Hunter took his own life in 2013 after a long struggle with depression and addiction. For his parents Greg and Donna and sister Cassie, dealing with his death was a struggle. After a long period of grieving, the Burtons decided to use their tragedy to educate and generate awareness about suicide by utilizing Hunter's favorite hobby. Starting in 2014, the first outreach program was developed in the form of major Magic the Gathering tournaments held at the Fort Worth Convention Center. The first Hunter Burton Memorial Open took place in Hunter's birth month of March as a way to celebrate his life. Spearheaded by Jeff Zandy, a local legend in the Magic the Gathering community and close friend of Hunter Burton, the first ever event boasted a generous $10,000 prize pool and had more than 150 attendees. Through the family's donations and efforts, Jeff's work in the gaming community had a slew of volunteers across the country. An annual event has grown each year. The foundation has now grown past its single large event each year and has begun expanding its outreach to other areas of the gaming industry. In 2018, the event celebrated its 5th anniversary at the Hearst Conference Center in Hearst, Texas. More than 600 people attended the event, and for the first time ever, thousands more were able to watch home via live stream. In 2019, a new era of the Hunter Burton Memorial began as the nonprofit increased its outreach into local hobby and gaming stores across the country to help grow awareness about the high risk of suicidal ideation in the gaming community. The annual event had more than 1,200 attendees and launched our new Community Impact Initiative program. Join us on our journey to celebrate Hunter Burton and do our part to help save lives by teaching the power of kindness, inclusion, and proactive friendship through gaming. Again, we're here today at the Hunter Burton Memorial Lorcana Championship. We want to thank the Hunter Burton Memorial Foundation for hosting this tournament. This is their 10th anniversary for the tournament. They always raise awareness for suicidal ideation within the gaming community and have a local outreach community program to try to raise awareness of mental health. If you would like to donate, this year's charity is 988. It's a Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. 988 is a U.S. national number that you can dial anytime you or a loved one are facing suicidal ideations or a mental health crisis. Our sponsors for today, we have Diamond Ink Apparel. Diamond Ink Apparel is an apparel company on Etsy who does custom artwork for any playmats, t-shirts, or anything that you may need. We want to thank Diamond Ink Apparel for providing today's artwork for our playmats and for the custom prints that are being raffled off today. We want to thank Diamond Ink Apparel again for all that they do. Head on over to their Etsy where you can find out more. We want to thank GFQ Underground for printing today's playmats. GFQ is a custom playmat printer in Waco, Texas. Feel free to reach out to GFQ Underground. They have a website where you can order custom playmats like the ones they did today for the Lorcana Championship.
Players, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for attending our event this year. I would love a show of hands. How many of you, is this your first Hunter Burton Memorial Open you've ever played in? My goodness, that is a lot of people that are here. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. Thank y'all for being a part of this event. It's crazy to think that this is our 10-year anniversary. We have been doing this for a decade. For those of you that are new here, understand that there's a lot of history behind this event. There's a lot of meaning behind this event. This may be the most different gaming event you play in all year long, potentially ever. Because unlike a lot of the other gaming events that you participate in, we are a charity organization, a nonprofit that uses gaming as our tool to spread our message of suicide awareness and prevention. That's very important because we have 0 paid employees. Every person that you see, the judges here, all of the staff, our volunteers, Every single one of them volunteered their weekend to be here to help put this on. And they are here for this cause. They are here to make this event special and to make sure that everybody here feels welcome and included in the HBMO family. So if I could just take a quick moment here at the beginning to give a round of applause for all of our staff, our judges, our volunteers. Without them, this event would not be possible. And that is a major, major, major piece of what we do is the organization brings in people from everywhere. We want to make sure that everybody feels welcome here in this building for this event. But more importantly, a decade of doing this as a nonprofit with no paid employees, that's landmark for us, for what we did. Because 10 years ago, we had no idea that the HBMO would be this. The Burton family approached Jeff, Ian, Joe, and myself and said, hey, we want to honor our son who took his own life and loved the game of Magic the Gathering by putting on a big Pro Tour level style event to honor our son. And so we put a wad of cash together and we threw a big Magic tournament, which is exactly what Hunter would have loved from his Pro Tour playing days. And we sat in the back of the Fort Worth Convention Center with 150 people and we threw a big Magic tournament. And for us, you know, that was awesome. But what we quickly realized is we wanted to do more. And after several years, we started saying, hey, you know what? The amount of people that walk up to us and say, I've been affected by suicide. I've had thoughts of suicide. I've struggled with my mental health. A family member or a friend that I know has struggled with their mental health. We realized that this community needs more. And that was the mission that we set out for. And in 2018, we decided that we were going to take it to the next level. We moved it here to Hurst. It's been our home for years. And we said this event will be unlike any other because everybody that comes to this event won't be here just to play in a big money Magic tournament. Rather, you will be here to help spread awareness in this community for kindness, inclusion, and more importantly, belonging. That you have a place to call home, that you can look around and no matter what happens in the world out there, what the headlines on the news and the media say, that you can look across the table and you see somebody that is different from you but shares commonality with you in something that you love, something that you enjoy, a hobby that brings us together as a community. That embodies what we are here for. I challenge each of you to look around the room right now and just see how different everybody is. To acknowledge that, to welcome that, and appreciate that. And remember, as you play today, you are not here just to play in a big Magic tournament for a lot of money. You are here to support a cause of kindness and inclusion, for suicide awareness and prevention. How you treat others, respecting your opponents, the way you go about playing today matters. You make a difference. You interact with a lot of people this weekend. Each round, you have another opponent in front of you. It's another chance for you to have a positive impact. Even if you have to beat them in the game, you can have a great positive impact on that opponent. You can do it with kindness. You can win, you can play competitively, and you can do it in a way that that person still walks away and goes, you know what, I had a great time at the HBMO. That's what we stand for. That's what we want. I also want y'all to take a moment and give yourselves a round of applause for being here and supporting this cause. Thank you to each and every one of you for that. Now, I talked about the cause that we're here for. We're not just a gaming event. We stand for something more than that. And over the last few years, we've developed our Community Impact Program. And that is where we ask stores all over the country to come together, to put up resources in their store, to have the 988 Crisis Lifeline presented in places where it's readily available to their communities, to their customers, to hobby enthusiasts. I ask all of you to go on our website, to subscribe to our website. If you have a local game store or hobby shop that you think could benefit from that and would like a free kit We want you to subscribe because we're going to be launching that just after this event. Your stores can order one of those free kits for posters and pamphlets to have readily available to your community, and you can help spread this message beyond just the bounds of these walls today. So that would be a major, major thing for us if you would help us spread this message. Through that community program, however, each year we award a Community Impact Award. Now, when we first started a decade ago, we gave a watch away to the winner of the main event. And what we realized is a lot of Magic players weren't wearing watches. But it's such an important thing because Hunter Burton was a major watch guy. He loved big, gaudy watches. That was part of his thing. If you go look at the museum, his painting up there has one of those giant watches that stands out. I'm wearing the first ever that was given out at the first ever Hunter Burton Memorial Open. I bought it from the winner, and I wear it every year. I wear it a lot through the year, but for me, it's sentimental to be on my wrist at this event. It stands for something more. And what we realized is we wanted the watch to be part of our community impact program. So now, instead of it going to the winner of the event, we award it to a member of a community that makes a positive impact through kindness, through inclusion, whether that be in gaming or other. We recognize somebody that is spreading the message to other groups of people and helping bring awareness to this cause of suicide prevention. This year, we have somebody that, in my opinion, is the most deserving of anybody that we have ever given this award to. They don't know they're getting this award. Quinn, can you come over here for me? She's probably going to be upset because she had no idea she was going to get this award today. Quinn's son took his own life. She turned that tragedy into something amazing. She now does outreach and speaks to communities through the church about survivors, helps people that are struggling. She went so far as to go get licensed to be a counselor to help. She speaks publicly now about her stories and what she and her family have gone through. There is nobody else that I can think that embodies what we do and what the Burton family has done than Quinn. Quinn, I'd like to present you with this Tissot watch. It's the first time since our year one that we've given out a Tissot, so it means a lot to us that our decade event, we give another Tissot out. And I want to present you with this Community Impact Trophy for your commitment to helping others through your tragedy. I would love a round of applause for Quinn. Quinn, I want to give you the mic to say a few things if you would like to address the audience.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Thank you, Donna. Thank you for everyone to come here for this event. First of all, I am so sorry for those that have been affected by the loss of their loved one from suicide. And I'm grateful for this opportunity and the privilege to be up here to just remind everyone that you are never alone. Community is very essential. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Everybody, just remember today why you're here. You are supporting something way bigger than just Magic, way bigger than the other games we have represented. Being that this is our 10-year anniversary, I do want to take a quick moment to thank all of the sponsors, all of our vendors. We have had an amazing group of contributors over the last decade that make this event possible. Again, we have no paid employees. Every dollar that is raised goes right back into making this event happen and for our community impact program. Okay? We couldn't do it without them. Some of them are represented here in the hall today. Some of them are out there, the amazing artists that come, the amazing vendors that set up here. But please, I'm begging you, visit our website. All of our contributors and sponsors are listed there. please go check them out. Even if you just go check out their Twitch channel or their website just to see what they're about, they make it possible to do this event. Stores like Generation X Comics here in Bedford, they write us a $5,000 check every year. And they'd be so mad if they were here to hear me say this, because they don't want publicity. We put their name on things, but they do it because they have a community in their store that is all inclusive, all welcoming. And they believe in this cause. They know the need. They've seen the impact in their store. Ultra Pro, who year after year has donated considerable resources to us for the goodie bags that you receive, deck boxes, custom items that they make just for us, for our cause, to spread awareness. Wizards helps make this event possible. They've donated a lot of product to us. And there are so many others, Common Ground Games. My goodness, there's so many to list. I'd be up here for an hour at least trying to list them. They're all on our website. Please, please, please show them some love. Let them know, because they are doing something more than just going and being at these paid magic events. They're committed to helping this cause and this community. And that means something. So please show them some love. Everyone, I'm going to turn this over to David Hibbs, who has been at this event all 10 years. He's been the head judge for our event for 9 of those 10 years. He was a friend to Jeff Zandy, who is one of the original founders of this event. I would say he's the founder. The other 3 of us were kind of just there. But he has been a part of this community. He has been a part of this event. I think he comes out of retirement from judging just to do this event every year because it means something more than just being a magic tournament. So one more time before I turn the mic over to him, can I get a round of applause for all of our staff, all of our supporters, everybody involved, and yourselves. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Aaron. Obviously, Aaron's a pretty good speaker. He's a tough act to follow, and years ago I gave up trying to. But I'm going to do something different this year, and I actually have prepared just a few minutes and before I hand it over, and we'll get to start actually playing Magic. So many of you know me from previous HBMO events. Some of you know me from events before that. And some of you may not know me at all, those of you who raised your hand earlier when Aaron asked. This being the 10th of these events, I'm going to do something, like I said, I don't usually do, which is to take a few minutes and share a few prepared words on top of what Aaron already said. I've been a level 3 judge now for 13 years under 3 different programs. I've been a Magic judge for over 25 years. Before that, I was a player just like all of you out there in this room. I started as a judge because I thought it would give me an edge. I continued and really dove in as a judge because it meant that there would be more chances to have competitive events, because events like this don't happen without an outstanding staff. I'm a Spike at heart. I love competitive Magic. I love this game, this community a great deal. I'm sure that many of you have figured that out already, or else I would not be here, right? So 10 years ago, when my friend Jeff Zandy asked me to head judge this event, it was a no-brainer, right? Master Jedi, he said, this event is yours. Each year this event has grown. It's gotten bigger. The cash prizes have grown. The staff has gotten better. We've added features, formats, and even games that didn't exist 10 years ago. We've added memorials not just for Hunter, who many of you know only by his legend and reputation and through this event, but for Jeff and for Ian, friends of mine. It's a particular special event, as Aaron already went through, too. I've judged Pro Tours as recently as Pro Tour Minneapolis. I've judged Grand Prix events. I've head judged at Star City Games. But I always tell players and judges about this event, and I always say how it just feels different. It's a highly competitive event, obviously, but people here seem to genuinely care about one another. An event like this size, with all of you here, this was Jeff Zandy's dream when he came to me 10 years ago. What a legacy to have played a part. And so on this 10th annual event, I want to say thank you to all of you who have been a part of this event in any form. Players, judges, vendors, coverage, thank you. To Joe and Aaron, who have kept this event running, thank you. And of course, a huge thanks to Donna and the Burton family for getting this started so long ago. Also on this 10th event, I want to add one other note. As most of you know, not long ago, our favorite game lost a legend named Sheldon Menery. While I cannot possibly say enough about Sheldon and his impact, I will say his wisdom and influence continue to shape the community and the judge program. I had the good fortune to know Sheldon. I worked with him as a judge for over a dozen years. One of the lessons that I have brought with me as long as I've been a judge is to train your replacement. And so today I want to share with you all that this will be my last HBMO as your head judge. I think it's the right time, and I think it's the right tribute. He taught me, he taught others for over 20 years. I shared his lessons and my own and taught multiple generations of judges, some of which are here today. And just as Sheldon said when announcing his retirement, I have every confidence in these judges, and I think it's time to let them shine. I'll still be a part of this event. As I said, it's important and it's special. I'll be back. I don't know what my role will be yet. It might be as a player. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a Spike at heart. I love this event, but I will be here. And so now, to actually get you started playing Magic, since I probably can't say anymore, I'm going to hand this over to Amanda, one of those judges in whom I have a lot of faith and trust,
Hey, David.
trust and confidence.
I need this before Amanda.
Okay.
So I know this is really important for David, but there was one more thing I wanted to interject a couple more minutes here. So there's like a lot of traditions at Hunter Burton, and one of those things is that we get phone calls during. So one of those things is that at the beginning, we gave out a watch to the person who won every year. And then we changed the tradition, and we gave out a watch to the people who won the Community Impact Award. And I thought a lot about what that meant and what having a Hunter Burton watch means to me, because I wear it every year, I wear it to other tournaments. And I think it represents the people that mean the most to our community and the people that are here. And I could go on for minutes talking about how important David is and how important everybody is here. But the end of the story is we want David to have a Hunter Burton watch. He's been such an important part of this thing. So this is for you. You get to have one of these too, and you get to always be part of this. And I don't want to continue the tradition of making us wait half an hour to start round one for too long. So I will pass this off to Amanda, and then we'll all be emotional over here while y'all play Magic. Thank you so much, man. You've been so important to me.
Come on up. Come on up. Stage is yours.
20 Lore Pro, we're here today at the Hunter Burton Memorial. I'm joined here with Diamond Ink Apparel. They did all the artwork for today's playmats, as well as the shirts, as well as prints that we're going to be raffling off to the players. Miguel and the rest of y'all here at Diamond Ink, can y'all talk a little bit about Diamond Ink and what y'all do?
Yeah. Well, Diamond Ink is we started a company that's focused on selling premium shirts. Started out with my art, and then we went to came with my brother, and then we just grouped up and said, you know what, let's start this t-shirt company. And we're all about getting our premium shirts out there at a basic price. And we want you to have premium gear, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's how we started out everything. And then we just stepped into we're blessed to step into the Lorcana events and the 1K events, and then it just grew from there.
That's amazing. Now you're wearing one of the Diamond Ink Apparel shirts, is that right?
Yes, that is correct. And also, I just want to add to that, we're a prior service, and so we were really proud to serve our country. So we want to give that back to you guys, the customers. And so all our shirts are really quality. We take our time, and we make sure that you're not only going to like your shirt, but you're gonna love it. Buy something that you're gonna love and not just like, right?
Yeah,
that's our motto. But yes, this is one of the shirts, as you can see, front, and then we added this to the side right here. But we can do any customization you want. We can front, back, sides. any size, lettering, color. The sky's the limit on your custom shirt.
We
So
even design it as well.
we and design as well.
Artists design it, everything.
That's amazing. So if I have an idea of what type of artwork I may want on a shirt, I can reach out to y'all.
Yeah,
and
definitely. Or we can alter the art, or I mean, sometimes we get art in low resolution. You know, we'll go ahead and upscale it for you, and pretty much, and all for free. We don't charge for that.
Wow.
You know, but if it's like something like you want, like we like for this Lorcana event, I did the designing for the mat. You know, you were part of that. You know, we built this together. So,
All right.
but yeah, definitely, we go in there and we just want you to have what, you know, you come with us with the design and everything, and we'll just build it for you.
That's amazing. And those play mats you can see on the feature match, they're the mats that all the players are playing on. Those are going to be the prizes for the top 4 competitors. Now, where can people find you and contact you to receive your apparel?
We're on the Etsy. We have our Etsy shop right now. Our website's still being constructed, but we have a website, Diamond Ink Apparel. You can find us on there, and then I think we have a QR that's coming up. I don't know if it's on the stream, but if it's not, we can show you guys.
Yeah, we'll make sure that after this stream that we'll have all of those links in the description for you, as well as a link to their Etsy shop. Any final word just that y'all would like to share with the Lorcana community and those out there who are looking for artwork?
I play Magic, so this is my first time getting into Lorcana, and I can already see how it's blowing up like crazy, you know. And I love the atmosphere everybody brings to the to the event and to the actual gameplay. I mean, it's really really awesome. And then yeah.
The only thing I'd like to say is that we one thing we've noticed is that there's not a lot of merchandise out there. I mean, there is, but there's not a lot of T-shirt merchandise. So imagine yourself playing a game with your own custom character or your own custom whatever you want with your shirt. Man, you not only would you win, but you would look good winning. So just keep that in the back of your head and just know that you'd be wearing not only a good quality shirt, but like I said, a shirt that's made with care and love, man. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Well, hey, we appreciate y'all so much from Diamond Ink Apparel and y'all for watching today on Twitch. If you are on Twitch, feel free to subscribe, get notifications from us, and check out their Etsy page for all their artwork, for their apparel, and check out more of that information in the future.
And the 2 shirts are on there from the actual
There you go.
the event as well.
Perfect.
Yep.
That's right.
Good to go.
Well, thank y'all so much, Diamond Ink Apparel, and thank y'all on Twitch. We're going to go into round 3, and we will see y'all in just a little bit.
Hello, everybody. Before we get started with the next round in a little over 5 minutes, I think, we're going to take a moment to get to know Stunning Rob, who's our tournament organizer today. So Rob, one reason I wanted to kind of have you on the stream is to talk a little bit more about the mission of the Hunter Burton Memorial, who Hunter was as a person, as you knew him personally. Just kind of tell us why we're here today.
Yeah. So basically Hunter, anybody in the Texas area, he was kind of a big player. He played Magic. Unfortunately, Hunter lost a battle with Suicide. Hunter never played Lorcana, but Hunter wasn't really a Magic player. Hunter was a competitive card player. When the spoils came out, if any of y'all remember that, Hunter jumped on, made a banker deck. Basically, the game didn't exist, and the next day he's winning 5K for it. So Hunter was the kind of player that he didn't play Magic. Hunter played card games. So I feel very confidently that if Hunter was here with us, he would be playing in this Lorcana tournament today. That's just the kind of player he was. And we kind of grew up together. Hunter and I played on the Pro Tour together. We stayed the same hotels. We rode the same cars. I made road trips with him to tournaments. So to me, this event is very special. I have a personal connection to it. So when the foundation reached out to 20 Lore and said, hey, will you all run us a Lorcana event? We basically jumped right on and said, of course, several of us on the staff have personal relationships with him.
Do you have any specific memories of Hunter to kind of talk a little bit more about who he was as a person, as a card player, as a sportsman?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I grew up around here playing cards, so I had to get through Hunter, you could say, to win my first Pro Tour invite. Him and I were in the same top 8. It was in San Antonio years ago at this point, but I actually remember him congratulating me, which to get a congratulations from Hunter at the time was huge because he was one of the best players in Texas. everybody knew him. So any up and comer, you often would have to go through Hunter to win your invite. So I looked up to him as a player and then later became a good friend with him. And kind of that's the way Hunter was. Once he knew you were good and like would give you respect, and that's just the kind of player he was. So we kind of encourage that in Lorcana, you know, be very respectful to your opponents. Everybody wants to win, nobody likes to lose, but Hunter was the kind of person that if you beat him, he would say, yeah, good job, you played well, I played poorly, you deserve to win. And that's just a great mentality to have in a card game.
That's wonderful. And I think that that's something that is so special about the Lorcana community is it is a really welcoming place. We do see a lot of really great sportsmanship in this specific card game. And it's welcoming for even like casual players like me who don't really play competitively, but I always feel like open and welcome. And it sounds like that carries the spirit of who Hunter was as a person as well.
Yeah, totally agree.
So, Rob, we have a really special prize for the winner of today's very first Lorcana Championship. Can you tell us kind of about this little piece that you have in your head? We'll try to get a close-up shot of it later today, but wanted to talk a little bit about what you have.
So it's a card game. A lot of times in card games, you need things. One of the things you need is a dice. So the Memorial Foundation a couple years ago started making these basically custom D6s. Effectively what they are, you have to win a large event at the Hunter Burton Memorial to get one of these. There are not very many large events. So there's the Magic main event, there's the Flesh and Blood main event, there's now the Lorcana Championship. There is only a handful of ways to ever come across one of these dice. You have to win the main event. And so there's just only a handful of people per year that get one of these. They're very short run, and there are players that collect these. They will actively trade them. They're very well known around Texas because this is where the Hunter Burton Memorial is based out of. If you see somebody with this dice, you know, kind of like when you saw Hunter, you know that that's a good player. They earn this dice and they are treated with utmost respect. If you see somebody pull one of these out, a high roll, you know you're probably against a pro player.
That's amazing. And it's customized for this year with this, which is the 10th anniversary, making it even that more more special. Again, such an amazing cause we're here for today. Hunter Burton Memorial Foundation. We're benefiting 988, which is a suicide lifeline. So if anyone you know is experiencing a struggle with suicidal ideations, this is a hotline that they can reach out to, get the help or get some help, have someone to talk to. So thank you so much, Rob, for all you're doing for today. This is
and I would just probably all I want to do is just shout out all the volunteers. Like nobody here is paid. This is all, you know, you're here as a total volunteer. I'm here as a volunteer. We have 20 behind the scenes people that probably won't get a chance to be on camera, but volunteers make this happen. So just everybody out there in the community supporting us. We do this for y'all. You know, we're here to make this event special for you, to help honor the life of somebody who's no longer with us.
And that's what's making everybody's entry fee here in the Lorcana Championship is going 100% to the organization, to giving back to the suicide prevention community. So this is a really, really special day and a special event.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're busy today.
Yeah. Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys in a few minutes with the next round. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Hunter Burton Memorial's first ever Lorcana Championship. I'm joined here with Chris, one of our sponsors from Evolutions Trading in Killeen, Texas. We want to thank him so much for his contribution to today's tournament. Chris, can you tell us a little bit about Evolutions and just how you got involved in the community?
So we're a local Killeen-based TCG store, started with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic and all that. And then eventually Ravensburg reached out about doing Lorcana. And, you know, this is going to be a great game. Let's jump in it. So we got on it, Chapter 1, ground floor as a tournament store. In the community, similar to all the other TCG communities in Texas, they're very accepting and opening. And that's how we run our store. That's how we run our community in our area. And it just kind of grew from there, playing one tournament a week, to 2 tournaments a week, to 3 tournaments a week, to now 1Ks, and then coming and helping out and sponsoring these and being a part of like great charity events like this, because obviously Hunter Burton is a known, you know, foundation that's been going on for years, and to have Lorcana be a part of it's been great. And then obviously for us to be part of it, we're happy to do it.
We're so thankful to have y'all come and join alongside us as we try to just raise awareness of suicidal ideation and mental health in the gaming community. And so much for your support. We want to thank you. We've seen your store in Killeen, Texas. Y'all play a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Lorcana. Heard a little thing from you earlier that y'all may be getting some Lorcana championships, at least looking into it. So what can we be looking forward to in the future?
So we do have another 1K scheduled for April 28th, and we're hoping to have you guys down. Again, that's one thing we have coming up. And then as long as we have our final approval, we are going to try and back it with the Inklands Championship, which would be the Saturday prior. So obviously, I'll reach out with you. I'll put it in your guys' Discord, put it all over your social media, and hopefully we can have that and be a great thing because I think Lorcana is on the cusp of really growing and possibly becoming one of the biggest TCGs out there. So very exciting to see.
Chris, I couldn't agree with you more. And I'm looking forward to, as I'm sure many of the players at home, of hearing how Ravensburger comes with these Lorcana championships and which stores get approved. And so we're hoping for your 1K to go off really well and for hopefully for y'all to host the Lorcana championship. Thank you again so much for all you do.
Absolutely. And just putting it out there, especially with the suicide ideation for the Hunter Burton Memorial. We partner with Angels on the Horizon out of Killeen. They are a local therapeutic service therapy center in Texas. So that's one thing we do with us, and we have post-its everywhere. So you can reach out, you can call that 1-800 number, the 988 number, now the 211 number. There's all these numbers, there's always resources, and then also stores. A lot of us, we go to these stores for the same feeling and interactions to have it. You never know what someone's going through. At my store, know you're welcome and have a conversation if you need to. And I want to thank you guys for inviting us and coming out for it.
Thank you so much, Chris. And I mean, it's like you're saying, when you find a local game store that you can call home, that you feel comfortable in, welcomed, it really becomes almost like a small little family away from your own family. And we all want to support each other.
Yes, sir. Great. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much, Chris, for joining us today. And for all the viewers at home, we have one more interview with the other winner from round 6 who did get into top 8. So that's Robert. We'll be joining with him in just a second. So stick around. Thank you again, Chris.